Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. We want the facts, the game show. I'm Mike C.
And I'm Fred Y.
Go ahead, Fred.
Now, today is on a most serious note. My little cousin, Anyiah Young, has been missing ever since February the 27th of this year. And she went into D.C. From what I last heard is that she ran away from home. Okay. And she said something about she liked dealing with D.C. guys. Now, I'm not saying guys in D.C. are in fault for this. I do not know. But that's the last thing that I've heard is what she said was she went to D.C. and she's been missing ever since. Now, my aunt and my cousin, I hope they're on board with this, but we got to face some realities and some facts. It's been since February, the 27th, since she's been missing. I would advise, and her name is Anyiah Young. Okay, she's I'll put a picture up so you can see what she looks like. But honestly, in my opinion, that won't help because I tell you why. It's sad to say that she may be part of sex trafficking. Okay, so what these guys do is they kidnap a lot of young kids because there are a lot of kids coming up missing in D.C. Yep. A lot of young girls coming up missing in D.C.
So you're on news all the time just recently. They really broadcasting.
And it's a shame that we didn't know how many of our youth was missing until now because they kind of hush-hushed it. And that's a shame when you, District of Columbia, the way that you hush-hushed this down. If you haven't found your child now, they've been missing for a long time, you need to start looking at different states. You need to start looking at different states that have a high crime of prostitution. And that's where you will most likely find them. You can look at like states like California, New York, Detroit, San Francisco, any place where there's a high crime rate and a high crime rate of prostitution is where most likely that you will find them. Now, these pictures of my cousin, they need to be out there on the masses, not just locally. They need to be out there in the masses, these different states. So you need to start calling different police stations and putting their name on some type of amber list because when they get locked up for soliciting, it's sad to say their name will pop up red flag. Then they'll hold them. That's what you're going to have to do. And I hope that my aunt and my cousin don't take offense to that. But at the end of the day, we got to look at that's an option that's happening to not only my cousin, Anyiah Young, but little girls everywhere missing. Not only from the DMV area, but from everywhere.
All over the states,
Yeah, because, that's the only alternative I can think of with so much stuff that you see, like especially with the Chris Hansen stuff. And a lot of the series that HBO used to do, that's where they're most likely are at. They're being in the sex trade, and it's a sad thing to say, and it's a sad thing to think about. But you got to look at other states. You just can't be focused on the place where they were missing from. You got to focus on these other states because I guarantee you, if that is the case, and hopefully it's not, hopefully it's just like that they're just being rebellious and they're hiding out at another person's house. But if that is the case, you need to start looking at other states about this and get on the ball with it. Because the more time that you take off from not doing this, the more time that person listens to that pimp, and that pimp got nice talk game. And it becomes a fact where, they think that their pimp cares about them more than you cared about them because they ran away because of some issue at home. So that's what these guys do. They hinge on that, and that's when they get these girls to do all this stuff that, that they shouldn't be doing at this age.
Right. So. You're right. I agree with that. But I think that's about it.
That's about it. But before we close the show, if you've seen my little cousin, Anyiah Young, please get in contact with us at the Gaming Show, or get in contact with your local police department, and reach out and return this girl back to her home. Or if you've seen any missing kid out there on the streets, call the police and get them returned back to their home. You know?
That's right. Okay. So like always, you guys can hit us up at thegameshow@gmail.com. That's the Game Show with an A. Don't forget to head over to the Facebook store page. We find low price products. Don't forget to hit us up on VTime. And don't forget to subscribe, become a Gamers Club member.
And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our CMOS community and our website community where you can get some free stuff.
And we'll see you next time on WWTF.
We want the facts.
The Gamer Show.
See you next time.